Hi, my name is Tom Cannon. I am a Wisconsin author, and I am the inaugural Poet Laureate of Oshkosh. I have a YouTube video channel, of course it's video, Author Showcase of Oshkosh, where I co-host with Dixie Jarko, and I'm a member of the Lakefly Writers Conference, and we've had Michael Perry at a conference several times, and we're going to have him there in 2023. I want to pull off books off my bookshelf and talk about them. So, of course, I'm going to talk about Michael Perry. He inspires me. So let's pick up his book. Whoa. And I have a bunch, and even more. I have Hunker. I don't have that on the bookshelf because I'm reading it right now. And I got to recommend Michael Perry's books to everyone. They're great. Of course, the first one, Population 485. Well written, powerful, describes rural life, Wisconsin life perfectly. We get an insight in what it's like to live in New Auburn, Wisconsin. His description of relationships and powerful events are just beyond compare. I recommend this book. I'm going to recommend some other books, and I really kind of want to ruin it for people and tell you guys about one of these stories, one of his books. I loved it. It came to an ending that was beautiful, wonderful, summed up everything. Thought, what a perfect ending. Then I turned the page, and then the book ended, and I was like, no, that's the perfect ending. I don't want to set you up for failure, so I'm not going to tell you which book, but all of his writing is powerful. I have, and a lot of them are from his articles and columns, Million Billion, and Peaceful Persistence, Roughneck Grace, Off Main Street, Big Boys Big Rig. He has another memoir, Visiting Tom, again, what it's like to be living on a small farm in Wisconsin. First couple of books, like 485, he talks about being a nurse and coming back to be a writer in Wisconsin and being a bachelor. Truck, A Love Story, is about, we see the genesis of him falling in love with his wife, I believe. So he talks about the love story. He also talks a lot about his truck. I'm into vehicles, so I probably loved the story about the truck a little bit more, but both were great. And he has talks about his love of gardening, and then that relates to his memories of growing up on a farm. I got to tell you that I read his books, and I get inspired, this is what it's like to milk cows, to be in the barn with your dad. This is what it's like, the relationship a farmer has with their tractors, and, there's become a member of the family. And I'm like, yes, I want to write about that, write about my memories. And then I realized Michael's done the job perfectly. I don't need to do it. I still do it for my own self, but I just relate to so much of his stuff. Again, Visiting Tom, it's about his visiting a neighbor, Tom, who has like this metal workshop. He has a lot of cool inventions. It's just, salt of the earth farmer guy. We have his novel, The Jesus Cow. I'm going to get his new novel coming up when we go to the Lakefly Writers Conference, May 5th and 6th. And I like this novel. At first, it took a little bit getting used to because the main character is not Michael Perry. It's still a very interesting book that could only take place in Wisconsin. We have his young adult Scavengers, about a young girl in the post-apocalyptic world. I think it's going to be like a trilogy, but this has been a while. We'll have to ask Michael Perry more about that. We have another one, Coop, A Year of Poetry, Pigs, and Parenting. Wonderful. Talks about chickens, and being a part-time chicken farmer. And then, it just has Michael Perry's trademark humor, along with his trademark writing that has the exact, succinct words, and talking about Hearts of the Matter. Montaigne and Barn Boots. An amateur ambles through philosophy. I tried to understand Montaigne, and I couldn't make heads or tails of it. And so I really appreciate this book just for that. But again, Michael Perry was able to talk about philosophy and Montaigne and what he stands for, and do it in a very interesting, accessible way. And so I have no shortage of books, even if here's my first tractor. It's an anthology of books, and Michael Perry's in there, and forward by Jerry Apps. So if it has Michael Perry on it, I read it. And even if I even found his handbook for freelance writing, one of his earlier books. I think he self-published it. I had to get it. I'm going to have to get him to sign it, I believe. I wish I would have. He a long time ago, he booked for charity. He sold some of his books, like his early ones. I wish I would have picked up some of those. Michael Perry also has his band, Michael Perry and the Longbeds. I think all of his albums, or I'm going to get them. I love that music. It's catchy. It's as a t-shirt attest to that I have from his website. It's Gordon Lightfoot, only zippier. I love the lyrics. I love the music, the folkiness of it, the Americana of it. And to me, I hear the tones of attributes to the different kinds of music that America has to offer. So if you go to sneezingcow.com, you can pick up some of his books. I love Michael Perry's writings, and he is a great speaker. If you go and hear him speak, I recommend going to hear his band. Thank you.